Hey guys, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, you know what? Today's kind of a cool video that I'm making. Here a while back, I really started thinking about trying to get into more local makers, local to me. And, I really hadn't defined what real local went. Did I mean Washington, Puget Sound, Pacific Northwest? I mean, everybody knows in Oregon, that's like the knife making mecca. But I really wanted to try to stay more local, right around the Puget Sound area, and try to focus on some of them and talk to them and check out their knives and really get to kind of know our local makers. And it just so happened that I was talking to Brad from Mild Mannered EDC here a while back, and we started talking about that. And he's like, well, I have been talking to Randy from Wirtz Made Knives. And I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, he's local right here, lives in Lacey. For those of you that don't know, Lacey is on the south side of the Puget Sound, just south of Tacoma. And he's like, yeah. He's like, would you want me to, I've got one of his knives. Would you like me to get you guys in touch? I'm like, definitely. So thank you to Brad for doing that. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Had the opportunity to talk to Randy, and super chill guy. Really, really nice to talk to. You can, just by talking to him, you can hear the passion for knife making in his voice, and it's really, really cool. So today, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Wirtz made knives, specifically the Falcon field knife. Now, Wirtz has two models that he's currently making. This is not his full-time job. This is the quote-unquote side gig that he's working on. But I tell you what, these are some fantastic knives. He's got the Falcon, and then he has the Lancer, which the Lancer is a much larger, more Bowie style knife. But this one, we're going to break into it. This is the Falcon field knife, as I said. The packaging, I tell you what, the packaging that he puts into these knives is absolutely, it's really cool. And to me, that just says that if they're going to put that much work into packaging, imagine the work that they're going to put in to the knives they make. That's kind of what it says to me. But you got this awesome, enjoy the adventure. I love it. Randy Wirtz, originally was from Montana, moved to the Pacific Northwest when he was like 12, I believe, and started out with a buck knife, like probably many of us did. There you go, you get some swag in there. And his love for outdoors and knives and eventually knife making just kind of grew. And that's really, really cool. Nice bag it comes in. I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's like a light canvas. I forget what that material is. But really, really cool. Now, first off, you're going to notice this beautiful, beautiful leather sheath. This is my favorite type of sheath for a fixed blade knife. That kind of half to 2/3 that covers the handle, basically a wrap over belt loop. That beautiful, beautiful, made by Soulbound Leather. Right there, local to Randy as well. Again, very cool. Man, this thing, and smells like leather. Oh, love it. Now you can see there, it is pretty heavily molded to that knife. And good retention on it. Oh yeah. Really, really good retention. Let's check it out. Oh. There you go, guys. This is the Wirtz Made Falcon. As you can see, you got a nice kind of drop point blade on it. Really, really beautiful swedge across, what is that, like the last third of the blade there to the tip. Right about that. Got some nice jimping. Very generous sharpening choil. Now, this is a Nitro-V blade. That is what Randy has pretty much, it's pretty much what he's working with right now. I mean, he's listed off, starting with 1095, a whole list of steels that he's worked with, but he's really found that really enjoys working with the Nitro-V. Heavy, corrosion resistant. I mean, he says it's easy to work with. I'll take his word for that. I have no clue. when it comes to working with steel. But he says it's fairly easy to work with. Takes a wicked edge. Edge retention is pretty darn good as well. So that's what he's currently working with right now. So if you order a Falcon or a Lancer from him, it's going to be made with Nitro-V steel. Now, come back here, full tang, obviously. Now, you know, I never would have pictured this. That natural micarta color with a blue pin like that, or blue liners. That's something I probably never would have chosen. But dang, that looks good. Holy cow, that looks good. I just really like that contrasting color. It looks amazing. Holy smokes. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm going to see what the stock thickness is here real quick. 0.13, so let's do millimeters. It's much easier with millimeters. And no, I don't convert. Oh, that's fraction. Sorry, guys. There we go. That's better. So what is that? 3.3. That's what I'm getting on it. 3.3. But just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. That natural micarta. Now, it's kind of a polished micarta, as you can see. You can see the sheen on it. The shin. Don't look at my shins. It's got some decent grip to it, though. Now, micarta, you know, it gets grippier when it gets wet. But, oh my goodness, look at that. Let's slide this box out of there. It's kind of detracting from the look of this knife. We want that sheath, though. That sheath is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Feels... Oh my goodness, this knife feels so good in hand. Jimping on the spine, a little aggressive, but it does its job really well. It doesn't hurt, but it's aggressive jimping. I mean, there you can see. Really well done. Yeah, it takes the grip easy. Makes it, yeah, locks me in. Oh my goodness. But man, that is a beautiful knife. Let's check out some specs real quick here. All right. So what do we got? We have, get her lined up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking at about, as I'm measuring, yeah, get that back over there. Get it on the line. Pretty darn close to 7 3/4. We're kind of maybe 7 5/8-ish. Handle length, you're looking at right about 3, just shy of 4, 3 3/4, 3 7/8. That, of course, is going to give you a blade length of about 1, 2, 3 3/4 with a cutting edge of about 3 1/4 inches, a little over 3 3/8 maybe on the cutting edge. Now my 3 3/4 inch hand, I mean, it's pretty much the whole length of my hand, but oh my goodness, that thing feels so good. We'll get a weight on it because that's just kind of what we do in the natural flow. Now we're going to do it without the sheath. So without the sheath, you're looking at 143 grams or 5.1 ounces. Now we'll throw the sheath in there real quick. So 5.12. Now we're getting about 6.8 or 195 grams-ish. Now again, this is hanging off your belt. Just want to give you an idea because belt weight and pocket weight are two completely different things to me. But yeah, it was so awesome of Randy to be willing to send me this knife. This is a production knife for him. This is a sellable on sale knife, basically. Now the Falcon does run about $275, and then the Lancer, the larger one, I don't have that one. I believe that one runs about $400. Man, beautiful, beautiful knife as well. Now, one thing, you can go on the website. I will leave a link down in the description. Of course, wirtzmade.com, WIRTZ made.com. and check out just what he has to offer. He has a few that are pre-built, but he's got the build your own. Got a link, you know, got the box where you can check on that, build your own, and my goodness. And I believe that's $275 as well. So it doesn't cost you any more to build your own rather than to buy one that he has pre-made. So that's pretty darn cool. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. What's the height on the blade? Let's see. What is it? It's about, oh, it's almost 1.25 inches on the height. Handle width. Trying to give you some info that you guys will want to hear. Handle width. What do we got here on the handle width? We have 0.61. So just over 1/2 inch. Man. Really, really awesome. Very, very cool. And I think this is an absolutely terrific kind of first installment of the featuring of local knife makers to the BigRedEDC channel. Very cool. Thank you so much, Randy, for the opportunity to check out your Falcon. Beautiful stonewash on the flat. Satin grind. Just an excellent, excellent job. So people ask me why I don't cut. So I'm just going to do one. Yeah. Okay, two. Yeah, it's sharp, guys. Come on. Yeah. It's a custom knife. It's sharp. Let's be real. So there you go. Just an absolutely amazing knife. Thank you once again to Randy from Wirtz Made Knives for being willing to be kind of my experimental video, if you will, showcasing local makers to me. I'm hoping that I can get some more of these. Let's not cover that up. We need to see that. Really, really hope to do some more of these in the future, guys. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think? Is it a good, you like the feature local knife makers? Let me know down in the comments. Please check out Wirtz Made Knives. Beautiful. WirtzMade.com. Some gorgeous, gorgeous knives. As always, guys, I greatly appreciate you hanging out and checking out the Wirtz Made Falcon with me today. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.